We're polling for Tenpai today. I embark upon the path of evil. Alright, first you are of the pack. That is not what we're looking for. That is a second copy of not what we're looking for. Like, Rose Dragon would be great in Legacy events. Sangan Summoning and Shooting Riser Dragon. Well, that is unfortunate, but to be expected. Tenpai is a brutal deck to acquire. Yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be no URs in this pack. There's another copy of Phaedra, but you don't run Phaedra at 3. You run it at 1. What does Synchro Creed even do? Oh, draw power. Oh, that's a useless card. Thunderclap Skywolf. Like, occasionally there's some cards that might be useful in the left side here, but... Oh, okay, so the last card of the pack was a UR. Well, there's a copy of Sengen Kaiman. Unfortunately, this is also limited at 1. But it's one of the cards I needed. Alright, UR card. Let's see, what do we get? Well, one is on the non-Tenpai side, and one is on the Tenpai side. Oh, there's another copy of Double-Edged Sword, and... Oh! Ooh, okay, yeah, I'll take that. That's what we need. There's another Biden. Utopia, stop showing up to steal our good cards. Yeah, whenever Utopia shows up, it's just to steal our good cards. Yoshira of the Aqua. Oh. Water control decks. Oh. Wrong side, but it's a UR. Oh. Ritual Beasts. Okay, so Ritual Beasts are kind of weird. In which they actually are kind of like this weird deck that if you know how to use them, they can do a lot of weird things. But, they're not really practical. Alright, Fossil Warrior. And the Fossil Warrior card set. I wish you could actually use the Fossil Warrior card set without having to invest in 3 URs. because the issue with the entire fossil set, is you have to use fossil fusion, and fossil fusion is a UR, and you need 3 of it in order to use any of the fossil cards. It's actually really annoying. Because the fossil cards are really silly, but would be really fun to run. Oh, there's one of them I need. All right. Next pull. Well, there's Chandra. Okay, on the right side. The basic Black Rose Dragon. There's another Chandra. There's a third Chandra. Isn't Chandra, like, limited to 1? Yeah, Chandra is limited to 1, so I'm gonna have to decraft all of these extra Chandras. There's a 4th Ruddy Rose Dragon. Alright, we got 2 more pulls here. And then we build Sky Striker, Tenpai. Alright, that is on the right side here. Alright, there's another copy of Kaiman. Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon. Like, I know in a couple months, Preda plants, of all things, are getting support. Alright, that's on the left side. Oh, there's another copy of Adra. I have 4 copies of that, so that's a dismantle. Adra. I keep getting extras of the cards I have and not the ones I need. Yeah, this is probably going to be just SRs. Based on how long it took for that to load. Oh well, at least this prepares me for, like, the next Synchro Cup, too. Because that's gonna be a thing in a couple months, I guarantee it. Like, once a year, they usually do, like, a cup based around a summoning type. And I'm putting my money on it being Synchro Cup again. Just based on the number of Synchro archetypes that are gonna be released here soon. Because we're reaching cup season. And summer is usually when they do these hyper-competitive events. Alright, that's a UR on the left side. Exo Sister. I wish I could build Exo Sister. But the problem is there's so many URs for that deck. Like, Exo Sister is really weird, in which IRL, Exo Sister is one of the cheapest decks to build. In Master Duel, though, it's got a lot of URs. It's got a lot. Alright. Okay. Let's go build, Tenpai here. So, we're missing the copies of Phaedra. Alright, recently obtained. So, let's go with UR first. So, we can dismantle one of these. We can dismantle packs. We only need one double-edged sword. I do not need you. I do not need all 3 copies of you. I do not need you. And I don't need you. Okay. So, with that, I just need to, craft 2 of these. And craft 2 of these. Yeah. That is expensive as I thought it was going to be. Okay. So, we're gonna build Tenpai Sky Striker. I already have all of the Sky Striker cards I need. It's the Tenpai cards that were the problem, and I can dismantle 2 of these. There we go. And I can dismantle 2 of these, because we can only keep 1. So, here's what we're gonna do. So, we're gonna want 1 max C. And that's about it. Now, the other day, we pulled 3 copies of Upstart Goblin. I'm actually gonna need that. So, into the void. Raigeki. Dark Hole. Engage. Hornet Drill. No, Drone. We need 1 copy of Hornet Drone because we can't run it at 3. Storm. We run Lightning Storm at 2. I should just look up Sky Striker here and go by rarity. This is a normal. We run that at 1. We need 2 copies of Widow Anchor just because of how problematic monsters are. So Droplet. We run at 3. Red Reboot. We run at 1. Because you can't search this, so it's nice to have in hand, but it has its own problem. Called by for certain cards. Slayer we run at 2. Heavy. Harpy. Sangan summoning. Let's see here. What else? Book of Eclipse. We run at 3. And then, Tactics. We run 2 Tactics. So, let's see here. Garura. We run at 1. Lunalight. I misspelled Lunalight. Gosh darn it. We need Malong. Odd Eyes. I misspelled Odd Eyes. Odd Eyes. Odd Eyes does not have an A in the end, folks. That's Soul Blaze. We need Meteor Burst. Meteor Burst is actually better than Soul Blaze, despite it being an R instead of a UR or SR. Because Soul Blaze doesn't allow your opponents to use monster effects. I mean, Meteor Burst doesn't allow your opponent to use monster effects. Alright, we want, Sky Blaster. And then we want Aggregator. And then we start making our choices of, monsters to throw in here. So, we're gonna want Kagari. Hey, File. We're gonna want Zero. And we're gonna want Promethean Princess. So, Promethean Princess, I misspelled this. Promethean uses an E, not an I. Then we're gonna want, Tri-Brigade. Tri-Brigade is necessary for an extra draw, and then we're gonna want SP. Alright. So, Sky Striker Tenpai. I have logged in every day and kept up with that, so yeah. I am just hoarding my resources for that. Okay, so, copy from my deck. We're gonna copy Sky Striker Tenpai. So, we have built Sky Striker Tenpai, and we are embarking upon the path of evil.